All right, let's talk about the Europa League. The draws were held earlier today, and gotta say, man, it kind of looked boring. But let's talk about like the favorites. Let's talk about the favorites to win the whole thing. I think there are three currently. There's Arsenal, there's Roma, and then there's Manchester United. Now, let's start off with Roma because obviously you wouldn't say they're on the level of Arsenal and Manchester United. I think Roma is my dark horse to win it just simply because of Jose. He's so good. Like Jose is so good in competitions, whether it's in cup competitions. Like he is terrifyingly good almost. And that Roma team is nothing to scoff at. Like they've got some good additions. Even though Wijnaldum got injured for a long time, prayers with him. They still got in Dybala. They still have kept Zaniolo. They still have Tammy Abraham. Brian Cristante, if he carries on his form from the previous season, he's playing incredibly well as well. And the one thing that they're gonna have with a Jose team is they're gonna be hard to beat. Like they're gonna be defensively sound, and they're always gonna get that one goal. Now, if they get that one goal before you, like if they score first, most matches are just gonna be pretty much done after that. And there isn't a team that they cannot beat. There isn't a team that is just flat out too good for them that would absolutely just dominate them. Because with Jose, you never know, man. He's literally one of the greatest coaches of all time. Arsenal is just, I think Arsenal is the best team. Or, well, they're currently playing like they're the best team in the whole competition. Jesus, if he keeps up this form, I see no reason why. And honestly, he doesn't even have to keep up this form. He doesn't have to score everything. He just the way their attack is set up in a way that like any of them could score. Any of them. It's so fluid. The way they press, the way they play, the interchanges between Martinelli, Jesus, Saka, Odegaard. It's amazing. They should even be in this competition. I feel like they should be in the Champions League. Like that's how much overwhelming favorites I feel like Arsenal is in this competition right now. Like they're just too good. Now, for the flip side is Manchester United have the better players. It kind of seems like, not really kind of seems, but like United roster on paper, as is presently constructed right now, especially with the addition of Casemiro, individual players are better. As a team, playing as a team, they still have a long way to go before they can catch up to the reputations that each individual has. But like, they definitely have the better players. So they also, kind of in a way like Roma, can't also pull the results out of their ass if they need to. Like, individual talents can't carry them through to win the whole thing. But like, I just don't see that happening right now. Now, of course, that could change if, like, towards the tail end of the season, they fully bought into Ten Hag style and you're all playing this high possession, high pressing, relentless attacking system that Ten Hag wants to play. Now, if United do that, like if United achieve that this season or like towards the ending of the season, then so much for Arsenal being the better team. It instantly becomes United. But another thing, if they do want to qualify for Champions League, this is their best route. So they have to do well in this competition. Like they're going to be in this competition to win it. And I say this because in the league, you're going to fight against Arsenal and Spurs for that fourth spot. Because I believe Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City have the top three already. So United's best chance is to win the Europa League. So they will take this seriously. It's just I don't think they can win it. There are still teams that could potentially fall into the Europa League from the Champions League that we haven't even talked about. The teams I'm referring to obviously here would be Porto or Leverkusen, Inter or Barcelona. And if by some terrible performances on their end, Leipzig or Dortmund, if any of those six teams enter the Europa League, I think they're all viable to win it as well. So yeah,